Hello and welcome. My name is Sheeptooth, and today I'll be coming at you with some Dominions 5 Warriors of the Faith multiplayer online gameplay. We find ourselves with a few dilemmas this turn. These dilemmas have irked me, made me toss and turn in bed at night. They've troubled my mind. There's the first, let's say second turn of our war against the Ermorians to the south. They made the one move that I knew was the best move, but I did not expect them to do. They sent a small cohort of forces into the province of Dathan, where there was a confused and unfortunate melee, which we will now behold. Just a block of a statue. My defense is completely disorganized. 3 knights are sacrificed. The infantry moves forward in such a disorganized fashion that it makes me wretch. The arrows of the horse tribes land uselessly against their shields. And we are routed. I just really didn't expect that. Now, we have an incursion. The force is isolated because we moved our mundane forces into the forest of Iden and have begun to siege the castle there. Oh my god. A thick column of Astadi. We're surrounded and slain. But not without cost to us. essentially all of our trample has been slain. Boy, bring me water. Good. Now leave me. So, what are we to do? This incursion must be dealt with. I imagine Ermor has lots of funds that he is going to dump PD into any province he takes. We sort of saw that just here in this battle. A 100-man army has moved up from his capital. And puts us in a dilemma. This small incursion puts us in a dilemma. Fortunately, we successfully took these two provinces, so we are ahead. But it's just not going as smoothly as I would have wished. Our Melkart is here, poised to take this province. Our demonic forces are here, ready, and I think with all the siege strength we have here, 369 siege strength, we will break this fort. 116. If it's 5, what is that? That's a castle. How much does this have? 750. This has 100. So it's somewhere between 750 and 100. Perhaps it's similar to this. 750. Maybe it'll take one more turn. The problem is first. The problem is, where can he go? This army presumably will come to this province to try to relieve this fort. But I can't assume that too readily, because equally good moves would be to take this province, and just evade. In fact, it's the better move. But I think we have to take this castle. And then if we have to play defense and chase this army around, then so be it. So I think I'm going to move these forces over here. Crack the fort, siege it next turn. Then figure out how to deal with him, and preferably dealing with him. Hopefully there will be one good battle here. What I don't want is to have to drag my Melkarts and Rephaim all over my own territory, trying to chase down some ridiculous army he has here. Now, I think this is the best move. And at least there's something I can do here. This incursion is causing much more of an issue. We have 66 wolves here, which will not be able to kill this force of now. This battle in Dathan reveals that he has 31 troops left, but you have to take into account that Rotarius will only fight until they've been wounded or hit someone in battle before leaving. So hopefully he's missing a few of those. But at the very least, we're looking at 31 units, along with PD, which I assume he has dumped in. We've seen him dump PD multiple times now. So, where will he go? Can we destroy this with what we have? It's going to be a very janky destruction of this force. Now, if he moves here, he moves into 20 PD. What is that PD? Slingers, which will have 0 effect against any of his units. I don't expect him to move to the capital. He'd run into 25 PD. It could be what he does. Moving here, he would run into wolves and a Melkart. Also my blood hunting province, although the wolves have proven themselves fairly useless at patrolling. So I think from now on, we're just going to use imps to patrol. I don't expect him to move here because there's a fort. He could move back here. Wouldn't be a terrible move. And he could move here to help with this battle, which I would be okay with. I think I can win the big battle. What I will have trouble with is chasing around these units that have managed to break into my territory. So, how do we deal with this? There's so many ways he could move that I think the way to do it is to take this back. I don't want to overthink what he's going to do too much. I think the most likely attack will be here. And I have a Melkart coming in there, and I don't know if it's wise. I could send in these long dead, but I don't think they'd be able to beat them. Come on. We could have some on this side, some on this side. Have the Melkart in the center. Hold an attack, hold an attack. It's 30 versus potentially 31. We'll also have slingers here. Now, another question I have is whether or not I should dump fire elementals on this little incursion. I'm not concerned about the lost fire gems, I'm concerned about the research. All of these fire mages, these wizards, could reach this province this turn, which would lose me like 100 research, and then another 100 research next turn. And we're so close. Suppose as long as we have 79 research, it's not the end of the world. And I think having them closer to the front is a good idea, so I'm going to do it. Okay, some of them can't do that. Is it just you? No. Let's start with you. You can make it. You cannot make it. Why? 14? Oh, he has old age. Interesting. He just can't make it. Okay, so you continue to research. You can make it. Take away his owl quill. What about you? Do you have old age? You do not. And you do not. Take away their owl quills. Take away their owl quills. So, everyone except Starwald is going to be elemental spamming. We will do Phoenix power. Is there anything else we could be doing? Nothing good as fire elementals, so we'll just do that. Give each of them 5. You could do earth elementals. Alright, these can move up and guard the commanders. Ah, no they cannot. Um, what I sort of want to avoid, because I'm just so not confident in it, is a bunch of these wolves going in and causing like a general HP rout. Um, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have a bow knife stay behind and patrol this province down. No, you patrol, you move. He's gonna be summoning water elementals. I think we want him. We don't really want everyone in one spot. So these elementals kind of surround them. The question is, should the wolves even go in? I think they shouldn't. Is it like... We'll see about that. We've got this guy who's going to summon earth elementals. Have him over on the side. He's got imps. Again, do we want them coming in? Oh, this is so triggering. This will do nothing against them. I think the imps and the wolves will just die and threaten a rout for us. I think we have to use the elementals. But if it fails... The imps might be able to kill one of the PD leaders, but the leader of his force is intelligently just staying behind the troops. So this attack will not go well. So we have imps going in. Elementals. Elementals, that's it. We could move this back, because we're going to be taking over the siege here with this force, but if he attacks with these, this will be a close fight. "33 sacred giants, sacred demons, imps, devils, and giant skeletons versus a big Roman army." How are we doing on time here? I think we have to just make a decision. "15 fire elementals, 10 earth elementals should be able to destroy this. About 20 enemy units. This is all freaking out over 20 enemy units, but it's just because I have like chaff. It's not even chaff, it's like useless troops here. As you can see, I'm recruiting chariots because of how well they've done, which I'm not happy about because it costs a ton of money. But they have done well, there's no denying that. So then we're getting just men. We need like mundane troops because our blood economy is not quite there yet to just do this with all these summons and skeletons, and we still need normal troops a little bit. The other things that I've done is now that I have a temple here, we're getting these Cohen priests out. We're getting a Cohen priest here, as you see. And we're gonna have a more sort of widespread blood economy now that we can get those sanguine dowsing rods, which we need 10 more blood slaves for. But yeah, I really don't know. He could come here. He could come here. I think it's unlikely that he comes here. He could stay here and have a bunch of PD. Throwing the wolves at it seems like just a way to sort of increase the risk of a HP route on my side. These mages here, I was gonna have cast protection on all these wolves and imps and stuff, but there's just a lacking of mundane troops. I'm fairly confident in this Melkart's ability with these skeletons to defeat him if he comes here. We have 20 slingers too. What did the message say? 26. So he has 20 Principes yet left. I don't know what the deal with these Retarius is, because they don't seem to appear on my on the like scouting reports. So there could be more Retarius. These wolves will just smash into their shields. I honestly don't see the point. If the elementals don't work, we're in trouble. It really depends on where he goes. We'll have a bunch of mages forward. I think we'll just do this. No wolves. The question is imps. What's even the point? No imps. And for that reason, we don't even need these. They could just be summoning more imps. We're getting a vine shield. Might as well throw a dwarven hammer on her. We got 4 extra owl quills. Could give one to him. What's our research at? 164. So we'll get blood 4. Give one to him. We'll get blood 4. And then hopefully we take this and we can set all these mages up here, and they can at least be closer to the front line. Hopefully there's a battle here that we win. And other than that, I think we will just we'll save the rest of that gold. We need to. We've sent a message to Femoria I don't want to give him an Earth booster, so I'm lying about that. That's this, and I'm giving him his Earth gems back for that. I gave him some intel about the Ohm versus Helheim war, and then I'm kind of like, I don't want him to get the idea of attacking me. So yeah. Um, moving this here, moving all these elementals here, moving a Melkart with Skeletinos here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that will conclude the episode. We've moved everything. Yeah. See you in the next one. Wish me luck.